Hello, and welcome to this edition of the Magical Human Show with me, Claire the Oily Witch, and
June Tranmer, well-being and general chaos.
who is one of my favorite people on this planet. And I also know one of a lot of people's favorite people as well, because people keep telling me how much they love you, June, which I think
Oh,
is,
yeah, people tell me that too, and it really, yeah, it makes me a little bit leaky face, as my daughter-in-law says. Yeah, so yes, it's been a strange time. It's only been 5 minutes since we met before, so this we can keep this short and sweet. I completely forgot that it was the new moon yesterday. Completely forgot. I had it in my calendar. I was rushing to go and do my volunteering, as I usually am. I didn't sleep very well in the night, that night before Wednesday night. And yeah, I was just rushing and it was snowing and I was cycling and I was kind of like, "Oh, angels help me." Yeah, it was good. I got there. No incidents, no falling down, no broken bike, no nothing. But completely forgot that it was the new moon. And then I got home and I went, "Oh shit, I have to lie down." Vumph. Went to sleep at 7 o'clock. I came home and had something to eat and did a few little jobs. And then 7 o'clock, went to sleep, woke up at 11:30, and then decided to get ready for bed.
um,
Then I went back to sleep at the sun was coming up. I don't know what time it was. 6. I was up for 6 hours, 7. I don't know what I was doing. I was watching Korean dramas.
yeah, I don't think we need to go you for you to go into denial there. I don't know what I was doing all
I
those.
was doing stuff. I was meditating. I don't know.
Well, I put a post up on my Facebook page about the fact I saw this post about how in the Victorian days or pre that even possibly, I can't remember, that people used to go to bed when the sun went down and sleep to a certain point. Then they'd get up in the middle of the night, read a book, do something,
Tend the fire.
go back to sleep and sleep
Yep.
until the sun rose. So you're
Yep.
halfway right. You just wait to get back into bed when the sun comes up. So
Yeah, that's not normal. Usually it's 1 or 2. It's just a couple of hours. But yeah, biphasic sleep is a thing. There's videos all over YouTube about it. The Vikings used to do it, medieval people used to do it. I've been looking up how did medieval people manage in the winter? How did they keep warm? And why are we so pathetic and wimpy when we've got all these mod cons? So it was very interesting looking at that. And I think I'm going to go and get myself a tent. I haven't had a tent for many years. But well, if the grid goes down, house will be completely cold. Getting into bed in a tent is going to be much warmer than being in an open room.
okay.
Mhm.
Hmm. I'll use a sheet.
Sorry?
I'll use a sheet.
Oh, well, there's the other thing. Getting straw for making bedding with. That's what they made their bedding with. And they used to bank up. Mm,
Yeah, and also refresh and put the
yeah.
down like
Wouldn't
lavender.
be old straw. Yeah, it would be
Yeah.
fresh straw. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Fascinating.
this
And
covers
and of course
so many
that
more.
would alleviate the bed bug issue because you'd burn the straw in the fireplace afterwards and there would be all sorts of
It would have other bugs in it that would get you instead. But we are living organisms covered by
yes,
bugs. We just can't see them.
yes indeed. Can we go back to the urotherapy because you said something about it. It was very brief and we said we'd go back and we'd look at it again.
Especially as I look like I'm drinking it, but this is actually vitamin C. Um,
Okay, okay.
so I, well, since we last met, and since I think, did I say I'd been to my Bowen therapist about it?
Mm-hmm.
Said to me, do not drink it. And I said, why? And she said, because it's your body's toxins. And your body has already worked really hard to get that out once. Why are you putting it back around your system? And I said, oh, but what about the stem cells? What about the metabolic feedback? What about all the hormones, etc.? And she said, if your system was young and flexible, then it would be able to do something and make those adjustments, but it's not. And so when you reach a certain age, This
Oh,
purview, you don't need it. She said it's like she gave me an example. She said back in the 1800s, when someone was anemic, they thought it was a good idea to give a virgin's blood to that person because it had iron in it. And that would be a way to restore the iron levels. But she said, but the reality is periods are toxins. So there's trace elements of iron in which would have had a lot of benefits, but it would have come at a cost of having lots of different things. And she said, if you could strip all the stem cells out of the urine and put it through a process and then drink it, absolutely. But drinking it raw, no. She said, we've come a long way and there's modern medicine and vitamins that you can get that can do the same thing. So she said to me, could you stop doing it? So I did stop doing it because it,
experiment is over. Well, that's an interesting follow-up, and I take her point. It's very interesting. And like I said, I only tried it once with my son, and it cured his bladder infection. He was a tiny person with a brand new body. However, given that our babies acquire stuff from us in the womb because they're using our recycled blood, could have been my stuff that he was clearing. I have no idea.
that's true. And also, one of the arguments for urine therapy is the fact that babies sit in their own urine and it goes round and round and round in the amniotic fluid.
True.
But as you say, brand new body. And there probably are a lot of stem cells and useful things in urine. It's just how we access those. And like there needs to be some purification so the
Mm.
kidneys don't have to get rid of everything again because they've already worked once. Now, the urine people will argue that it's the blood that removes the toxins from the body, the blood that gets the kidneys cleansed, etc. So
Well,
but and that's why the period's toxic. We know this
well, yes, I mean, I always say this that the menstrual blood is a way of the body clearing things from the
too.
system, bowels, bladder, skin,
It's
coughing,
letting it out.
phlegm, etc. All those things. I mean, you wouldn't want. Yeah, people do it though. I mean, yeah, okay. I'm not even going to go. Yeah, blah.
You're going to go there with, no, go there.
Phlegm.
Phlegm. What about phlegm?
Yeah, eating your own phlegm. I mean, that's just
Yeah,
ridiculous.
but we know with phlegm, and most cultures get rid of it. I mean, I hate people spitting it all over the road. I feel like it's
Disgusting.
but getting rid of
Oh,
it because we know that it's like the body's byproduct. We're helping the body to clear, which is why you have a cough
mm, mm,
or snot.
get it out. Mm,
And so, and if urine was made to be drunk, would it not taste better? Um,
mm,
so, I mean, I did have to leave it until the ammonia had kind of left the building before I could drink it. I noticed there was a big difference with that and letting
mm,
it cool. So,
mm.
I just think, and I'm not saying people should or shouldn't do it. I guess it's down to
No.
them. But while I'm in Bowen therapy, I'm going to do what my Bowen teacher has asked me to do because she's working on my body in a certain
Yeah,
way, and I
yeah.
don't need to undermine what she is doing.
It's wise. It's wise to take her advice.
One thing,
And you couldn't really go back in there and she asked you, are you still doing it? And you go, "Hmm, yeah, or no, and you'd be lying. And that's no good at all for your relationship. So yeah, yeah, yes, I hear you. I mean, you can see the frustration that doctors have with people who refuse to do what they tell them to do because they only know what they know and they give their advice according to what they know. And then people go, no, sorry. And the doctors go, why are you still coming to see me then if you're not going to do what I tell you? But there's stuff to be learned both ways. Doctors can learn from their patients. We can learn from our people who come to see us. I learn stuff from people every single appointment I have.
but we know that there's a symbiotic relationship between
Mm.
client and patient. I mean, between patient and healer,
I mean,
client.
yeah, yeah.
That we're open to that flow and there's learning and there's nothing is by chance. There's a synchronicity about it.
Mm, mm,
Well, there's a synchronicity about everything, isn't there? And I'd say that it's not just doctors. It's like if you try and give advice to anybody that they've asked for your advice and then they don't take it, it's quite hard not to get frustrated when you think you asked me to help you, I've tried to help you and you haven't listened.
Hmm.
And that people will sometimes ask for advice, but they don't actually want advice. They just want to hear
Well,
another opinion, have it something else to weigh up.
yeah, that's exactly it's weighing up the advice. They get different advice from different places and then make their own decision. I feel I'm strongly in favor of that.
Me
And
too.
if people say to me, I prefer to follow that route, I have to say, well, good, but make your own decisions. Don't I don't want people to blindly trust what I say any more than I want them to blindly trust the medical model. I think they should ask questions, but I think something has happened. I have a patient who's coming to see me who has been taking every single booster that's been coming through. They're on number 10. 10. And she seems to be okay. However, she seems to be much more compliant than she used to be. I haven't seen her for a number of years. And she's come back and she's doing things I've asked her to do more willingly without questioning them, which is great because obviously I'm giving her very sensible advice. But but I'm questioning her obedience. It's a bit too much, really. I'd like more of a back and forth.
Well, I think your point is the compliance. And this business of course, that's happened, fluoride in the water.
We don't have fluoride in the water here.
But they're
We're
always
very lucky.
make it so. There's like we
Yeah.
fight quite hard to stop it because fluoride is known to lead to compliance, and they'll put it in the food anyway. So,
Well, what the hell happened to me? I had fluoride for the first 17 years of my life, and I'm one of the most questioning people I know. So it didn't get me completely. I don't know quite how I managed to escape.
but
But
maybe it
anyway,
only activates on certain people, or you had it in your formative years. We don't know. You might have been even more of a firecracker. I don't,
how
we
scary is that?
we don't know how anarchistic you would have become with,
Oh, I might have been totally frightening.
well, not frightening, just very powerful.
Well, I had amalgam fillings too.
I think that the body, I think it's all about, I think there's a lot to be said. Like, we can't, on one hand, believe in the power of the mind and appreciate the power of the way our visions, how we see the world. We can't have that and then question the rest of it. So if you
Mm.
didn't question it and you accepted it and you never worried about it, then it's never going to be a problem. It's only when you start worrying about something and giving it attention and feeling anxious about it that it becomes a problem. Uh,
Exactly right.
it's worldview, isn't it? It really,
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And if you're prone to be a worrier, and that goes along in Chinese medicine with the spleen energy being a bit vulnerable. The one and I am a bit spleeny, but I'm much more livery than spleeny. So I think I was born pissed off. And I've gotten more mellow as I've gotten older, but also maybe a bit more prone to worrying now about all these effects of these things. I'm still doing clearing, honestly, for things. I had 5 polio jabs when I was younger.
oh yeah.
5.
Yeah, June, I'm right up there with you. My parents, I mean, my body was a pincushion.
You traveled a lot too, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, but they didn't have so many. I mean, I had all the travel vaccines. Oh, we talked about this last time, didn't we?
I
Did
don't know,
we?
but
I
I,
suddenly had this revelation in my brain that went, oh, that's maybe why you had dysentery in Colombia. Me.
not me.
No, not you. Me in the 70s because I had just had a whole slew of really toxic travel vaccines a few months before, and my body was going, let's get rid of these.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
But
sure.
that didn't dawn on me until like this last week or so. Took me that
Oh,
long. Took me
I
that long.
I saw someone this morning and we were talking about, anyway, it doesn't matter what we're talking about, it's private to her, but she just went, does it ever stop? And I said,
You're
We're always
dead.
learning, we're always developing, and that is the way it is. And
Yeah.
in fact, my Bowen teacher, I saw her today as well, which is why I was a little late. Apologies for
Mm.
that. Said to me, Rumi had said, between each person there is 2,000 veils. And I was like, oh,
Oh,
because also, what she said to me the week before, which I concur with, is the soul of someone is pure love. It can't be hurt, it can't be damaged, it can't be lessened, it can't be anything, it can't be affected, it can't be angry. Our souls are just, if you go into your higher space right now, as I ask you to, you know that your higher soul, higher self, divine connection is pure. You feel pure
exactly.
love, if compassion, acceptance, community, all of it. It's
Yeah.
the veils that go over the top that make us go, I'm a victim. I hate that person.
Mm.
I'm a perpetrator. It's
They
like,
upset me. I'm going to hold a grudge. Yeah, all of that. But our one job is to keep this vessel going as long as we can so we can learn all the things we're here to learn and do all the things we're here to do. And I feel like it's not just about the body, and that's the energetic angle to things, the emotional angle, all of those things. And on the other hand, this person who is very compliant is also being very observant. And she is very kind of sensitive at the same. We're full of contradictions, us humans, always. And she's like really picking up on things. So I have to be careful what I think now, much more than I used to do. I know people are picking up on my thoughts. I'm getting, almost instant confirmation of that.
so, and I think the higher we go, I did a thing the other day that said, which we know to be true, you're born in community, your family. You learn to be in that community or not, rejected or happy, whichever. Then you learn to separate and become an individual, and you spend your life separating yourself and learning to stand on your own 2 feet. Then you realize once you've achieved that and you know how to look after yourself, that actually you're part of a community again, and then you die.
And you're part of the big community.
But when you go to
Huge.
part of this, the dropping of the ego, June, the reason I did
Yeah.
that then was the fact that, as you said, you're getting this confirmation all the time. The messages, the connection to the collective consciousness for you is coming in much quicker now because you're at the top end of, separating from ego and recognizing we're all part of this
Yeah.
together. And so, yeah, so all these things are happening a lot faster than they've ever happened. And yeah,
Yeah.
there is synchronicity galore. The astrology
Yes.
moment is quite unique in the fact that the new moon was in Scorpio, the sun was in Scorpio, Venus was in Scorpio, Mercury was in Scorpio, retrograde. Then we had Mars in Sagittarius, and then we had, what is it? Jupiter is 25 degrees retrograde in Cancer. Saturn is 25 degrees retrograde in Pisces. Uranus is 29 degrees retrograde in Taurus. And Neptune is 29 degrees retrograde in Pisces. And Pluto is 1 degree direct in Aquarius. So you have all of this Scorpion energy, which is, we love, which is the power, the kind of, the black and white, the seeing the truth, the getting to the mysteries, the clearing.
Digging up
You know,
I'm murder mysteries. Murder mysteries. My
absolutely.
favorite things. Yes.
Mine too. Digging
Real ones as well as,
skeletons,
yeah.
exposing the secrets. You've got all
Mm-hmm.
going on.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got Mars and Sagittarius going, use your energy to connect with the spirits, the ancestors, the truth. And then
Mm-hmm.
you've got these 25-degree points retrograde and these 29 degrees, which are the anaretic karmic points within signs. And it's just like massive stuff around family, around kind of conditioning and
Yeah.
viewpoint. I'm doing this. And we're under an elder. This is a new elder moon. An elder was, the forbidden tree. This is a deeply feminine tree to guide us through these final weeks of the shadow walk. I say final, we're not even at the end of November. We've got to get to the 21st of December, but
It's not far.
month, it's a
It's
month,
not far.
his final month to basically be guided by Elder, by this magical tree that gives flowers in the spring, so this elixir of life, and in the winter gives us elixir of life and nutrition to get through with the berries. And it's this kind of dark and this black and white energy, which is
Yes.
so black and
Oh,
white.
I love
There are
elder.
two sides. You just said this person has had 10 jabs, yet, and you'd have all these expectations about how they were, yet on the other side, they're actually really enlightened. So it's like there's
Hmm.
another side to everything, which we know anyway. The whole thing
Yeah.
is duality.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, it is black and white, but it's not black and white. It's the black and white of the yin and the yang, which move into each other and contain each other within
Yeah,
each other. So that is the beauty of that. And it's people are hearing me better. Whether Mercury is retrograde or not, I feel like people are hearing me when I'm speaking more. I don't know whether I'm speaking with more authority or their ears are more open or there's some different energy around in my room because that's changing. The room is really, everybody keeps going, oh, what a lovely room. Oh, this is such a lovely room. It's so you. And I'm going, my God, I'm a corner shop.
which has always been a valued part of the British society, June. So just think of that. The corner
It's the
shop.
linchpin of the
It
community.
is.
Oh, such an honor. But tell me, what is the symbolism for my washing machine being full of gravel?
Well,
I've
it's
just
kidney
it
stones, isn't it?
it wouldn't spin and rinse and clear. And I had clothes that had gone through the whole cycle and the door wouldn't open. And so then I put them on the big rinse and spin, not spin and drain and spin. And then I could get them out. But there's muck all. So I opened the filter, which I haven't opened for quite a while,
And there was grit.
and gravel came out. And I'm going, I haven't been washing shoes. Where has it come from? It's absolutely bizarre. Maybe it's symbolic of kidney stones.
That's what
I
I
have
thought.
no idea.
It's kidney stones, bladder stones, unshed tears. You are
Uh,
unprocessed emotions, that
Gallstones,
anger.
anger. I'm pretty
I'm
good at
also
anger.
big at anger.
I have been crying a lot more. I have been crying things that are, just emotional for me, like happy things as well as sad things.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to cry more. I'm quite dry. I'm really trying to
Mm.
cry because I know the cry. I say to my clients, a tear is like a carries, you think about a raindrop carrying 100,000 DVDs, same with the tears, with the memories, the emotions. So you're crying it out, you release like your bladder. So, um, yeah, I'm with you on the tear front, but that's what I think. I think you know what it symbolizes, and I think it's fascinating that, yeah, how did your washing machine create that? And it's funny that you say that because I've had loads of gravel in my back door and in my where I've been hoovering. The Hoover seems to be, and on my bedroom carpet, and I'm like,
Oh,
nobody wears shoes up here. What's going on? Why is there gravel here? Like literally
yeah.
gravel, not like pebbles, but gravel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where the fuck
Yeah,
is
mine are teeny tiny bits of
that? Tiny bits.
mm,
It's like, where's it coming from? So if we both have gravel,
comets.
maybe that
Is
comet
it
at
it's
the three eye is dropping gravel on us, going, I'm connecting with you because you believe in me. I mean, someone said to me the other day, they said, oh, I'm really interested in Atlas 3I and I'm finding it fascinating, which I think is brilliant. And she said, I don't know what it is. And I said, I know what it is. It's a spaceship. She went, do you think so? I said, I do. And she went, oh, that's good. And I said, yeah, we're not alone.
nice to believe in something. I mean,
Alone. I mean, I saw this
you
lovely
don't have to be right. It's nice to believe in something.
exactly. Take what you want and leave the rest. Who cares? But some I
Yeah.
read this lovely thing saying, which I agree. You think you're looking at just a whole load of lights in the sky. There's a consciousness. That's, stars aren't just balls of light. They're consciousnesses. And we always say when someone dies, they become a star. It's like, and when I connect
Hmm.
to the up above, I ask them to go and find a star to connect to. It's like, that's you. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it all
Interesting
comes
times.
together. It is interesting, and life and like is endlessly interesting and layered and to be enjoyed, everyone, to be enjoyed.
Yes. And on that note,
We're gonna go
let's go and enjoy the rest of the day.
and get out into the sunshine for me. So
It's beautiful out there. I need to hop on my bike and go do some shopping before my next Zoom meeting.
we'll
It's
see
been
you
a day
soon
of Zoom meetings.
on the
Yeah.
full moon, which is around the 5th. We'll be back on around the 5th.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
With maybe some good news about my trip to Thailand. We'll
We'll
see.
have lots of good news about that.
Okay. Bye.